You've probably heard the saying that it takes money to make money, but it's not always true. Yes, starting out with money, it's not going to hurt you, but you can also create income producing assets with a little good old fashioned sweat equity. Here are the most popular and profitable income producing assets that you can build or acquire that pay you every month, every quarter, and every year. Number one is real estate. Real estate can be a great income producing asset, and it comes in all shapes and sizes. A typical example would be buying an investment property and renting it out. You profit on the spread between your monthly rent and then your expenses, your mortgage, your insurance, your maintenance, stuff like that. It's a realistic way to build both cash flow and long-term wealth. The downside is houses are expensive. So a couple ways around that. First, new platforms like Arrived make it easy to invest in income-generating properties with as little as $100. The company pools money to buy rental properties, manages them, and then distributes the cash flow every quarter. Another creative example came from Austin Miller. When we spoke, he built his rental portfolio to 17 properties worth $1.2 million. And the kicker is they were all acquired for free without any of his own money. So make sure to check out that interview, which I'll link up in the description below. Number two is dividend stocks. Dividends are a portion of the company's profits that they pay out to shareholders. But not every company pays a dividend, and some pay more than others. One strategy is to buy shares in companies with long histories of paying and increasing their dividends. These include name brand businesses like Target, Chevron, AT&T, Procter & Gamble. These quote-unquote boring old companies aren't likely to have explosive share price growth, but they do spin off consistent positive cash flow. You can think of it this way. Every time Coca-Cola sells a soda, the shareholders are getting a portion of the profits, and they didn't have to do any of the work. That's true passive income. You can check out a service like the modern brokerage M1 Finance to get started yourself, where you can trade stocks for free or select one of their pre-built portfolios. Number three is bonds. So where dividend stocks give you ownership stake in a company, a bond is like a loan that you give to a company or government. In return, they promise to pay you back with interest. That interest is what produces the income from bonds. But bonds, like stocks, can also gain or lose value as well. Now, bonds are preferred by investors looking for reliable income with less volatility. Number four on this list is websites. Now, there's a lot to learn to turn a website into an income-generating asset, but when it works, it can be extremely lucrative. For example, on this channel, we've heard from the owners of a six-figure bird-watching blog, a travel blog that was bringing in $50,000 a month, and a gift ideas site that had earned over $1.2 million in its first 5 years. These sites are monetized with advertising, affiliate partnerships, and product sales. And the cool part about that is all of those easily scale as your traffic grows. If you want to start a website of your own, check out my free 6-part video series on how to start your own site. And if you don't want to build from scratch, there's an option for you too. Flippa.com is the leading marketplace to buy and sell websites that are already profitable. Number five is equipment and vehicles. Lenny Tim earns around $3,000 a month renting mobility scooters and wheelchairs in the LA area. This category is a low overhead way to get started generating extra income. Lenny bought his first mobility scooter used for around $500 on Facebook Marketplace, and he explained, I get my money back within 1 to 3 rentals, and he's expanded his fleet since then. So what other equipment could you rent out? There are marketplaces that specialize in renting out cars, RVs, camera gear, boats, pools, baby gear, and just about everything else you can think of. Number 6 is digital products. A digital product could be a book, an online course, or even something as simple as a spreadsheet or checklist. What I love about these income-generating assets is you can create it once and sell it over and over again. For example, Rachel Jones reported earning $10,000 a month from her portfolio of Etsy printables. Never heard of this side gig. What's a printable? You got to think digital files like habit trackers, meal planners, budget templates, chore charts, doctor's office intake forms, and stuff like that. When you upload those printable files to Etsy, you can reach a worldwide audience of buyers, and delivery is all automated online. Number 7 is royalties. Royalties are another common income stream of millionaires, and you don't have to be Taylor Swift to earn them. The way this income-generating asset works is you earn a small amount every time your work is used or purchased. For example, I've self-published several books on Amazon and earn author royalties every month. Another way to earn royalties is through product licensing. In this model, you sell your product idea to a larger company in exchange for a percentage of future sales. For example, Nate Dallas and his brother licensed a Pictionary-inspired card game to Mattel. The duo didn't have to design it, produce it, sell it, but they found someone else who could and split an eventual $300,000 in royalties. Other things you can license include photography, music, voiceover work, and you can even buy future royalty rights on sites like Royalty Exchange. Number 8 is vending machines. Now, while you're going to pay upfront for the machine and the inventory, they can make sales 24/7 without you around. And if you find a good location, they can easily generate $500 plus per month in profit. The other cool thing about the vending business is it's low risk. If one location isn't working, you can pack up your machine and try somewhere else. Number 9 is small businesses. We've already covered how you can buy a share of business profits through dividend investing, but that only works for big public companies. Another way to generate income is to buy a smaller business near you. For example, Hannah Ingram bought a self-service car wash in Tennessee, and even better, she negotiated a seller financing sale so she was able to close with no money down, and then she paid for it with the cash flow from the business. After taking ownership, she set out to improve the operation and now earns around $5,000 a month in exchange for about 30 minutes of work a day. Some sites that list businesses for sale include BizBuySell, LoopNet, and Crexy. And with SBA financing, you can acquire a profitable business with as little as 10% down. Number 10 is video content. This is one of the most accessible income-producing assets. Anybody with a smartphone can begin creating videos that ultimately make money. If you've got over 1,000 subscribers and meet a couple other requirements on your YouTube channel, you can enable ads and start to get paid. Lately, for me, this passive income stream has been around $400 to $500 a month. And to be sure, it takes time to create the videos, but once they're uploaded, they can earn passive income for years, like some of mine have. Another unique video-based side hustle is reviewing products as part of the Amazon Influencer Program. In this program, you create short video product reviews of items that are sold on Amazon. Amazon then puts your videos on the relevant product pages, and when somebody buys the product after watching your video, rewards you with a small commission. And after you hit upload, these videos become income-producing assets for you. For example, Tyler Christensen reported earning up to $2,000 a month doing this very part-time after just a few months of uploading videos. You do need to have some level of social following to qualify for the Amazon Influencer Program, but you don't need millions of followers to be accepted. Number 11 is cash, which might sound a little weird, but the cash in your wallet or your bank account can actually be an income-producing asset on its own. How that works is by putting your cash into a high-yield savings account or certificate of deposit, you can earn interest on your money. Of course, interest rates fluctuate all the time, but this is a low-risk way to generate some extra income. Number 12 is your smartphone, super overlooked income-generating asset. There are dozens of apps that pay you real money for sharing your data usage, your location, and other habits. I'll link up a few of those in the description below that might be worth a look, and they add up to over $100 a year in passive income. And finally, number 13 is your credit card. You pay the same price at most places, whether you pay with cash or a credit card, so you might as well get 1% to 5% cash back from credit card rewards. According to Yahoo Finance, the average American spends over $1,500 a month on their credit card, and even if you just get 1% back, that's worth an extra $180 a year just for spending like you normally would. I'll link up some of the best current cashback cards in the description as well. Let me know in the comments which income-producing assets you already have and which one sounds most interesting to pursue next. If you're serious about making extra money, check out my free 5-day $500 challenge, where I'll show you the step-by-step guide on how to add an extra $500 to your bottom line. Cheers.